It is the best day of Melchizedek. It is the best day of the King of Salem. It is the best day of Melchizedek. It is the best day of God of my King. From the super rays of Melchizedek. And Daddy, I know soon I will see you. Like a sensible virgin, I'll be waiting for you. Always and forever, my lamp will be full. To serve you, my God, to serve you, my King. We are your people, Melchizedek.
Hello, children of light. Today's topic is Lisbet, the New Jerusalem. Lesson 671.
That it is very important that we remember what our mother told us when she stated the mystery of God the Father and the Son. Remember that there in John 17, in verses 1 through 26, she made a majestic presentation of what precisely was the farmer, the vine, and the branches. And there she also mentioned that point, that it was not father and son, but husband and wife. Well, for that, let's go to Revelation chapter 3, verse 12. Look how interesting. He who overcomes, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go out no more. I will write on him, notice, the name of my God. I want to ask you a question, and I want to stop here for what person or who did you hear that brought us the name of our God and put it here in our mind? The name Melchizedek Michael. Who? Well, the Archangel Michael. He gave us the name which is above all name. In Revelation chapter 21, in verses 9 and 10, look what it said. One of the 7 angels came to me, who had the 7 bowls filled with the 7 plagues, came to me and talked to me, saying, come, I will show you the bride, the wife. The wife. Well, who is Melchizedek's wife? Melchizedek's wife is the Archangel Michael Lisbet. Let's go to chapter 10 of Revelation, verse 1. I saw still another, note this detail, mighty angel coming down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was on his head. His face was like the sun, and his feet like pillars of fire. When it talks about a mighty angel, it is an angel with a different set of characteristics superior to those of the angels we normally see in the Bible. But that does not end there. Look closely. Look at this detail. Clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was on his head. You may ask yourself, what does the rainbow mean? Well, do you remember what that rainbow meant? It was a pact in which God promised that he would not strike the earth with a flood of that magnitude again. So then when you say rainbow, it is a symbol of a pact. Oh, and this archangel, this is the angel of the covenant or pact. For that reason, it handles those figures, like, for example, the meaning of the rainbow and details like that. In Revelation chapter 21, verse 22, it says, but I saw no temple in it, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are its temple. When we observe all of this, it is talking about the temple. It is talking about the Lord God Almighty, meaning Melchizedek. It is talking about the Lamb. We have to be clear on this point, and we already mentioned it before. So then the temple, what is it? The temple is the mind. Where nowadays is our God sitting? In our temple, in our mind. But who helps him in this process? Who is his helpmate? Feeding the temple with the messages, with his voice, with the transmission of what our archangel is emitting to us. But the subject continues. It continues in chapter 21, right there in verse 23. It says, the city had no need of sun or of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God illuminated it. The Lamb is its light. Here it is already referring specifically to that relationship that exists, and where we have to be very careful and not lose sight of that relationship that exists between Melchizedek and Michael. And it is a very beautiful comparison, because it is a comparison in which he mentions the sun, meaning the sunshine. It's light. Do you remember that where it says in the verse where our mother is the brightness of his coming? Because everything is related to that. So then when you see the Archangel Michael, you are seeing Melchizedek also, because they are two in one. This is a very beautiful prophetic part that is coming. Revelation chapter 21, verse 24. And the nations of those who are saved shall walk in her light, and the kings of the earth bring their glory and honor into it. And what is written says that the nations will start paying attention to what the archangel is teaching. Why? Because we are living proof of the effectiveness of his message. Let's continue reading verse 27 of chapter 21. But there shall by no means enter it anything that is filthy or causes an abomination or a lie, but only those who are written in the Lamb's book of life. But to better understand this, or to comprehend this verse better, we have to understand who are the ones who are written in the Lamb's book. I ask you, have you heard the spirit, content, and purpose of the project that the Archangel Michael brings for the church? It involves purification. It involves cleansing. It involves whitening. I want to end today, blessed, with what the Apostle Paul mentions about our mother, how he directly identifies her as the New Jerusalem. Galatians chapter 4, verses 26 through 31. The Apostle Paul says, but the Jerusalem above is free, which is the mother of us all. Paul highlights it in a very clear way, leading us to understand with much clarity that there is a spiritual mother, which he defines as the Jerusalem above. So then, when you observe, you realize that the name of our God is Melchizedek, and the name of the city of our God is Michael, the archangel, our mother Lisbet. But when you take these elements into account and you see where Paul says there in Galatians, when he says we are children and our mother, pay attention here, our mother is the above Jerusalem, that Jerusalem which John speaks about. And so please keep these details in mind, because when you realize that even the Apostle Paul spoke about the ministry of the Archangel Michael, our mother Lisbet, I declare you blessed in the name of our father Melchizedek and our mother, the Archangel Michael.
Conclusion: the super race of Melchizedek Michael, our God, give thanks because he teaches us that the Archangel Michael, our mother Lisbet, is the Jerusalem above, the mother of us all. She is feeding our temple, the mind, with her messages and voice. Abba Melchizedek Michael.
It is the best day of Melchizedek. It is the best day of the King of Salem. It is the best day of Melchizedek. It is the best day.